Good evening. This is Micah Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates, coming to you very quick video. I didn't have time to put a forecast together. It's been super busy at work. So it's about 5:10 p.m. as I'm shooting this video, probably 5:30 by the time you get it. But I want to take a look at and just run you over what's going on with our weather later in this week. So we're looking at the GFS model from Tropical Tidbits, and what I want to draw your attention to is I talked about, and most data had heavy rain possible late this week, and that's kind of being altered because of a feature that's developing down here right off the Gulf Coast. So that's some tropical remnants that are going to come up into the southeastern U.S. And what happens when this occurs is you can see the boundary that's up in here. That's where the heavier rain was going to set up along the stalled out front. But this tropical system down here is doing two things. One, it's forcing that boundary to stay farther north. And two, it's robbing the moisture that would have been available to that. So this tropical system not decided to come across the Mexican peninsula and into the Gulf, we probably would have had some heavy rain for 3 or 4 days. Instead, that heavier rain is going to be pushed north. It's going to be muted some, and our rainfall here across Indiana is going to be lighter. So we see that moves across, and this boundary stays to our north. Then as this system then gets off of the east coast, then this low is able to tap in and start to draw in some moisture for this low pressure as it comes across. Now looking like Friday evening into early Saturday, and then that would blow on across. One other thing I want to note here as we get into early next week, this is early Monday, potential for a cold core upper level low. We'll see if that even happens. If it does, I would not be surprised to see maybe a little bit of sleet Monday morning. So we'll see as that gets closer. We'll take a look at then what this change means for our rainfall. Here's a look at the GFS. It has kind of Madison County getting a couple of tenths. This is through early Saturday. Take a look at the European. It's a little farther south, got some little bit heavier rain, putting us in the ½ inch to maybe an inch category. The UK met also still a little farther south. We'll look at the NAM. Still, it's to the north, but it's got some heavier rain getting into northern Madison County. So what you can tell by this is where that boundary sets up, how much that tropical system forces that boundary north is going to make a big difference. And last thing I'll look at here is just the National Weather Service blend of models. And again, maybe a quarter to ½ inch of rain, with the heavier rain farther north. So that's the way things are looking. We'll take a look at temperatures. I normally don't show models, but I think this is probably pretty close on the GEFS. Mid 60s, maybe upper 60s tomorrow. We're going to watch Thursday. If we get a lot of sunshine Thursday, the highs actually may get into the upper 70s, maybe even near 80. And then the front comes through on Friday, and then we'll have a few cool days and then come back toward the 60s next week ahead of the next system. So with that said, this is Micah Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates. Hopefully I can get back to doing some more, do a regular forecast tomorrow. In the meantime, have a great evening.